Awesome, awesome. Okay. Hello, class. Welcome back. I think we're in week 8 or something. So, uh, 15, 15 minus 8 is, oh, it's 2 a.m. My brain is not. I think it's like 7 more weeks. And then you guys are free from, uh, this, VR course, which is sad for me, but, winter break is very nice. But this week, we went over sound in Unreal, specifically with like a VR headset. So we're gonna take a look at this little demo that I built, and play around with some meta sounds, looking at like 2D audio, 3D audio, which is like spatialized audio, and then 2D audio is kind of just playing like all around you. It's not really like spatialized or localized, and we're just gonna do some cool things with box triggers and meta sound, just like to play some music, have it fade out, change some of his pitch, take a look at like some VFXs, as well as like spatialized audio. I can't click it. There we go. So we can like have it sound, loud when we're close to it. Imagine this is like fire, and then have it fade out when we're further away. And also do some. Oh, I didn't put a label for this. But I can show you the play. Turn on the audio. Put on my headset, and it should be audible. There's like a faint. There we go. Like wave sound effect. Calm water because I'm standing over water. I thought it'd be fitting to put it in there. And if I go close to, oh God, I have no idea how this looks, but looking at a particle effect in a headset is very weird. What if I walk into it? Oh God. Okay, nope, bad idea. Oh, my eyeballs. I'm so sorry for that. But we can hear the little fire sound effects. I don't know what explosion sounds like. If I go away, it gets softer. But the water is a 2D sound effect, so it's kind of like you just hear it always, because you wouldn't really. I guess you could hear like the waves lapping, but you wouldn't really hear it fade away if you're just standing in a middle of the ocean. And then this one here, actually I'll do this one last. Darn it, it did it anyway. My box trigger is for this is a bit big. Either way, if I go on this thing, it has a camera flash and takes a photo, or at least that's what the sound makes it sound like. And though I didn't go over the Jesus, stop it. Oh God. That's my fault. And programming this, I was kind of lazy and made the box trigger for like the head turning a bit too big, so I'm hitting the box trigger for my camera as well as a play music box. So if I walk over it, it'll play music, which it did because my box trigger is way too big. But if I walk over fade music, it fades out. And then if I wanted to play again, I have to turn my head because well, it works. But if I walk over pitch shift, it should. I think I walked into to fade music. I have to fix the box trigger, but it's fine. This will just make it shift up a bit, but I keep hitting the fade trigger by mistake. That's fun. And the rest of this is just like a little fun Halloween level that I thought I'd make for October. Well, cool. Let's make some stuff. Let me X out of here. Oh, that is a lot of errors. Oh, remove widget from parent. Oh, I must have did something wrong. That's fine. I shall fix. That's what I get for doing things haphazardly. Okay, so I'm not gonna fix that yet. I'm gonna just start and fix that on the way. But what the? That was a weird glitch. That's fine. What we're gonna start doing is that I am going to start by doing this little camera effect over here, which is just a simple box trigger that also spawns a widget that we place in front of the VR pawn camera, so it looks like, we're being flashed by a camera, and it plays a little sound effect, and that's about it. Just a simple exercise for working with a box trigger that'll play a beta sound and spawn a widget at the same time. So like we're chaining in some interactions together. And because this is in the VR template, for my game mode, it's using the VR game mode, VR pawn, the standard VR template stuff. But let's create this little audio trick first. So if I open up my content drawer, this is VR template stuff. To get like the audio, like camera click sound, what we can do is if I click on my content folder, the very top one, and click add, you can go up to add feature content pack, go here to the right, and add starter content. And this will come with like a bunch of cool stuff. But for us, where is it? There it is. Starter content. You get like architecture. So if you want to like prototype some levels, you can do that. But it has a bunch of audio files. So if that sounded very painful. Play some of these. You can see like we have some different like cool starter audio. So we can use. I think I'm using fire for one of them, explosion for another, and the camera click might not be in here, but I do know that the camera click is something I didn't download. It was already in Unreal. But either way, if you need like free audio, a good place to grab it. So I'm going to go to my prototype levels folder. I just made a prototype level folder for like all the different level tutorials that we're doing. I'm going to click on my audio levels, and this is where most of my stuff lives. And this is the level, just this audio demo level, which has, the BP Skysphere that we've been working on. I just made it night lighting. Just added some fog, which we can see, and then the lighting over here. So exponential height fog, directional light, BP Skysphere, and skylight. I just played around with the settings to get this like cool lighting. But let's make the little sound trigger. So I already have one up, so let me double click it to see what it looks like. I'll drag this over here. Oh, you went tiny. Drag it out. And it's fairly simple. All it is a box trigger, or, well, I'll make it in a sec. A box collision. Something to walk in so it knows when to play the sound. And it has a cue platform so I can tell where the box collision is. And then the event graph just has some simple logic where when I walk into the box trigger, it checks to see if I'm the VR pawn because I'm testing it in the VR headset, or a third-person character if I wanted to test this in the third-person way. It creates a UI widget, which I made. This is a little flash thing, which I'll show in a sec. Assigns it to a variable, and let's see. I should probably break this up better. I'm actually going to duplicate this, shunt it up, and then shunt this one down. I'll be doing the exact same thing. This is just to try to make it more cohesive. So let's see. This one will go up here, which is fine. And then this one will be for third person. Technically, this is all fine. Okay. So going through it, the first step is that we walk into our box trigger. And if we're doing this in the headset, which is why I just wanted to separate out these two things, it's going to create a UI widget. It's going to set it to a variable. And it's going to call this function that I made in the VR template, which is just giving us the widget that we created. So we can set it as a 3D widget that appears in front of the camera instead of using it as like a standard UI, which we would then add to the viewport if we're doing this in the third-person template. Because for VR, we can't really do the add to viewport. That doesn't work. So we just have to make a 3D UI and put it in front of the camera. And it just plays a sound, which select sound. There we go. There we go. Which in this case is a meta sound, and this is why I shouldn't duplicate things. I'll probably delete this and make it go back to normal. I disconnect up here. Plays a meta sound, which we will create. It's over here. It's just the little camera shutter sound. And then after 5 seconds, it's supposed to remove the UI flash from the viewport. But since we're doing this in the headset, I'm not going to need this. But that's how you would make it work for the third person camera. You add it to the viewport, play sound, and then after some time, you would remove it. But since we're doing it in the headset, essentially what it's doing is it's calling this little function up here, handle set widget, which is actually in the VR template. It's a function that I added. Here we go. So create widget, create a little variable for it, pass through to the handle set widget in the VR pawn. And then from here, it'll create another little variable just so I can be, I guess, verbose, like a variable of the widget. And what I added to the VR template is this little widget component here that kind of sits in front of us, kind of far out. I think this is what the block triggers are detecting because it's like way out in front of us. And this is just a widget component, which we can have by just typing in, I think it's just widget, widget, which provides a surface in the 3D environment in which to render widgets. So like a 3D UI. And it doesn't have anything set to it initially. Its widget class is none. I just need one to be here. Though I can do this in a few different ways. But what this is doing is it's calling that widget component that we made. It's setting it to the one we're passing through from BP sound trigger. This widget right here that we are going to create. And yeah, that's all it's doing. It's doing that, and then after 5 seconds, it's trying to remove it. I think I might have to destroy it. This might be causing some issues because this is for 2D UI, but I can play again and see if it crashes, which it might, but I can fix that. But that's all it's doing. And then if we go into the headset again, turn on the audio. I hope all the things I was deleting didn't break my system, but let's find out. I'm going to go over to my camera flash trigger. Yeah, it still works. Walk out. And that's all it's doing. Playing that little meta sound and causing the camera, doing the UI flash. No errors. Yay, I did good things. Okay. So we'll do this in the next video. I just wanted to show it off a bit. But if I click into like our 3D blueprint, sorry, the 3D like widget, all it is just a simple border that has the animation on it. That if I play this, just flashes a like light tan color to not, burn your user's eye sockets with a bright white. And if I go to the graph, what's happening is that whenever this UI gets created, it just plays a little animation. So it looks like a little camera flash. So we're just shading these two things together to make it look like a camera's flashing and someone's like taking a photo of you. I guess they'll be taking a photo of you in your like face, but yeah. Okay, so we'll do that in the next video. It'll be super quick. Just wanted to show it off a bit, and then we'll work on meta sounds and like in that video as well. So I'm going to sign off here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.